Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick tutorial video in case anyone's having trouble using the adaptive trainer. So we're trying to make it so that we don't need a video, so you can just figure it out by doing it, but there's a lot going on, so I'll just see if I can help anyone out to figure out what's happening. So I'm going to click Start Free Preview in the store page. So we've got this purple arrow, which means this is a new move I haven't seen before. We've got the Anti-London and Practical Guide. That's the course we're doing. This is the notation pane. This is the engine, so you can toggle engine on and off. Okay, so we're in read mode right now, and we're learning new moves. So I can either click, or I can drag, or I could also just click the target square. So I'm going to click the target square because I like doing that. It goes a bit faster. You got the comment here. Queen's pawn opening already makes many black players disappointed, even more so if white reaches for the c1 bishop next. So this guy's got a good sense of humor, and he's right about the London system. Okay. So d5, so you can play the move on the board, or you can also just click this right arrow here. Either one's fine, or you can do right arrow, left arrow on your keyboard. But I'm just going to do the target square. So Queen's pawn gain, you can see that it tells you which opening you're in. So it's linked up to the eco codes. You can hover over here as well when you see that book, and that means that you're in that opening. So that helps you kind of orient yourself and chunk the line in the right place. So we go knight f3. So we're learning the most popular line first. So it goes in order from most popular to least popular. And also it goes deeper in the more popular lines at first and shallower in the less popular lines, so that you're ready to play over the board much sooner than other websites. Disregard this AI comment here. If you were experimenting with that, I just need to remove it because AI is not good enough yet. So all the comments in the courses are fully human. Okay, knight f6, symmetrical variation makes sense. Bishop f4, it's tiny detail. Black should try to exploit in this move order. Blah blah blah. Great. Let's keep going. I'll just show you guys how to use it. So you notice that the arrow is a little bit delayed when there's a comment, so that's intentional so that you can read the comment. Also, you can adjust everything a bit. I like to have the board a little small on my screen so that everything's kind of in the same visual area. And also I made my zoom a bit zoomed out because, yeah, I like this comment section to be a little bit narrower. I want to add like a way to resize it so that, because I just want it to be like as close to the board as possible when I'm reading it, so that it's kind of like I can kind of switch my brain back and forth between the board and the comment describing the board. So let's keep going. Okay, so we've got these annotations here. You can hover over them to see what they mean. Keep going, and then, okay, arrow comes, and I can also just speed through it. Okay, we've got these explanatory arrows showing you different plans. c4, knight c6. Okay, and then this button pops up to start training. So this is when it's actually going to record your results, and this is going to impact a lot of the algorithm in terms of what you get shown later on based on how you're doing. So it adapts always to your results. So it adapts to whether you get things right or wrong. And if you're getting a lot wrong, it'll give you easier sessions so you can get back in the groove, build up your confidence, that kind of thing. So it's we're still tweaking all the algorithms, but yeah, it's very much designed to be a smooth experience once you get used to it. So let's start training. Okay, so start training, d4, d5, d6, d2. Wasn't paying that much attention, but let's hope I got it right. Nope. So you get 2 strikes. Okay, that was the line. And you can see if I got it wrong, so it shows me this pane here anytime I get it wrong, just so I can remember the idea. Because if you remember the idea, probably you will remember the move. Okay, and then it's prompting me to play the next black move, e6, e3, takes, c4, knight c6. Okay, and that little check mark came up, meaning it's the end. Okay, and now we're in retry mode, so you got to fix the mistakes that you just made. So here it was takes. Okay, and then it fast forwards to the next mistake I made, and that was knight c6, and I castled. Okay, and then it pops up with the session, so we're on to the next session. So I won't show you everything, but at some point, basically, you'll start from further on in the position, so you won't just start from the beginning. It'll assume that you, so I'll show you actually the French defense because I'm fairly far along there. Right, so you can see this my session, it starts here. And it says build to new moves, which means we're in a line where at the end of the line, it's going to show me new moves. I've got the gray arrow here, which means I've already seen this line. And then we're going to follow the bishop d2 line. We've got this branch symbol here, which you can hover over to be like, okay, which line am I in again? And it shows you you're in the bishop d2 line because that's in blue. And this also has the name of the opening. And yeah, just hover away from it and it disappears. So we've got bishop d2. Okay, so if I get it wrong, it just plays it. So we're still in read mode, which is why there's these arrows kind of telling you what to do. And then in train mode is where it's actually going to record your feedback and accuracy. So since this orange means that it's a move you've already seen, so you can try to race the arrow and try to do it before you see the arrow. So that's what I'm going to do now. So here, takes, I think there's, oh yeah, I was too slow. Castles. Okay, so it shows me right away because now we're in a different line. I've already seen this comment, so it's grayed out, but you can hover over it to make it a little bit more solid. And okay, so this is the line we're seeing now. F4 was what we saw before. So knight c6, f4, d6, takes, and we got the little annotation here. And then it pulls me right back to go to the next line. So this is a 2-line session, usually. So all the sessions will either have 1 or 2 lines. It just makes it a little bit more manageable than having what you're used to, which is like a chapter that goes over all the variations before you train them. This is a little bit more bite-sized, and so you can really get into more of a flow state without it being too difficult, is the idea. Okay, and then this time there was no comment, so it just brought me right into the next session. So here, there's 2 moves that I learned, a3 and bishop d2, but it wants me to play the move that I just learned from this session. So bishop d2, and then I think I go knight e7 here. Oh yeah, so now we're in train mode, so the arrows will never show up. I'm just gonna, it's just waiting for you to input the move. And again, you can input it multiple ways. I like doing the one touch, takes, castles. All right, and now we're into training new moves, so the color switched. So there's a lot going on, but once you get used to it, you kind of understand, and it helps you orient to know exactly where you are and what you're doing. And it helps you remember, like for example, right now that I know I'm in training new moves, my brain is going, okay, I think I need to lock in a bit more because these are moves that I haven't seen before. I need to try to store these in my memory, that kind of thing. So, okay, F4 I think was already learned, and because I'm explaining things I wasn't paying attention. Oh, here, yes, okay, that was the new one. Maybe here. Okay, and now you see, okay, this is the first time where you see this blue box. So blue box means we're playing multiple branches of our opponent if it says 2 or more. So I'm playing 2 white moves right now. So both the white moves that I know from this position. One is f4, and one was, I don't remember. You guys probably remember. Knight f3, sweet. So in this way, you're kind of building up. Like if you ever watch Hikaru play, he's always like, he gets to a certain position, and he's like, okay, this is a move, this is a move, this is a move, this is a move. So he always knows what all the possible moves are at each branch point in the repertoire. So this is kind of what the skill that you're building up is, to get to that position where there's a big branch in the repertoire, and you should kind of know all of them, and it builds up one by one. So at this point, it's asking you, okay, these are the moves that you've learned so far, but there may be more moves in this position that you'll learn later. So it just kind of builds it up sequentially in bite-sized pieces for you. Okay, so this position, I don't remember, maybe f6, no, maybe a6. Okay, so it played it for me. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, the queen will have a million eyes, that's great. So takes, and then it jumps to the retry mode. So this animation here is so that it orients you guys, so that you're not just thrust into the position. So Chessable will just put you in the position where you got the mistake. Chess Position Trainer, which was the other one I used to use, it forces you to go from the beginning all the way to the end of the line if you get one thing wrong, which I think is also excessive. So we try to find the best of both worlds. So at least we're orienting you so you can know which line you're in when you did the mistake, when you retry your mistake. But yeah, it goes pretty fast. That's why it goes really fast with the animation. So again, kind of jarring at first when you first see it to be like, why is this animating so fast? But once you get used to it, it's pretty helpful. And I think we'll change it a little bit depending on people's ratings, so that it's a bit slower for lower rated, and then it's a bit faster for higher rated, who can kind of follow along faster. So yeah, all kinds of tweaks like that we're constantly making to make the experience more adaptive to your level and yeah, that kind of thing. So we're still working on that. Okay, so B6 was the one I got wrong. Okay, I'm going to stop here because I think I covered most things. There's a few other things that you'll discover, but hopefully this helps if anyone's struggling to understand what to do. And I'll just quickly show what the tree looks like. So this tree helps you kind of see how you're doing in the course, so where you're getting moves wrong. You can expand it out to see the entire course. It's a bit slow right now, and yeah, we're going to try to make this view more helpful. But yeah, you can kind of see if I go to, yeah, here we go. So you see how we kind of explored this whole section of the tree, and we didn't go quite all the way to the end because that would be kind of like traditional studying with chapters where you go all the way to the end of the variation. But then it takes so long to get through your entire course, and you're not ready to play your opening over the board until you finish your entire course. So the way we do it is you go deeper in this. So it's actually from popularity left to right. So this is the most popular branches over here. So you go deeper in the more popular lines, and then eventually you'll see it kind of goes a bit diagonally. So you'll go a bit more shallow in the less popular lines. So by the time you get through all the different lines, then you're ready to get some practice OTB. Yeah, I'll just stop there and let you guys let me know what you think.